go ahead and talk about how we're going to install Screencastify. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to open up Google Chrome. And what I want you to do is just open up a new tab, and we're going to look for the apps launcher in the top left-hand corner. And then you're going to look for the web store. It looks like a shopping bag. You could also type in the Omnibox up here, Google Chrome web store, and it'll take you there too. All right, once I'm in the web store, I'm just going to go ahead and search for Screencastify. And we want to install this as an extension. So I've already installed mine. So over here it would say add to Chrome for you. So go ahead and click add to Chrome and then click accept or allow when the pop-up window shows up. And then what you're looking for is a pink arrow to show up in your extension toolbar right here. So a quick tour of your Google Chrome if you've never really paid attention. So you have your Omnibox, and the reason they call it an Omnibox is because it does all the things. You no longer have to go to google.com anymore. You can just type your search straight here into the Omnibox. You can also make it do math equations. You can ask it to define words. You can get it to start a timer. So it does all the things. Right next to that, you have the ability to add a bookmark or favorite a website that you use often, and then that will show up down below in your bookmark bar, or it can also go into your other bookmark folder. Now, next to the Omnibox and your favorite star option, you have all of these Google Chrome extensions. So the thing with Google Chrome extensions is that they do something specific in one tab. So sometimes they can do more than that, but for the most part, they pretty much do just one thing. They do it really well, and they do it within the tab that you're on. So we are going to be using this Screencastify extension. What you want to do is go ahead and open up what you're going to be using to teach. In this instance, I'm using a slide deck, but it could also be a website that you want the kids to visit, but you want to walk them through where to click and how to log in. Or it could be an article or something that you're going to read through and highlight together or something. So I'm going to use this particular slide deck, and then I'm going to find that pink arrow for Screencastify, and I'm going to go ahead and open it.
So to set up the microphone, just click this button, and then we're going to hit the allow. This is going to allow us to access both the microphone and the webcam that's attached to your teacher computer.
All right, so once you have the microphone and everything else allowed and installed, then you've got these three main options here that you need to think about. Remember too that Screencastify is free and it limits you to 5 minutes per video. So your videos should be short and sweet. I would recommend for anyone, doesn't matter what age, that the videos you make for your students are always going to be less than 10 minutes. So if you find that you need more time than 5 minutes, then just parcel it out into 2 videos. So you've got these 3 options. The first option, the browser tab option, basically allows you to record just in one tab, which means that you could basically keep recording, but open up to some notes that you might have in another tab on a Google Doc, for example, but it will only record in the one that you want the students to see. The desktop version, however, gives you more freedom. It's recording everything that you see on your screen. So that means that you could open up another like software application. It means you could open up multiple tabs. It's just going to record everything that you're seeing. And then the webcam only just allows you to record just the webcam, like a FaceTime or a Zoom call or something. Okay, so we'll start with the first option, the browser tab option. I have turned on my microphone and I've said I want it to be a default. I am using my AirPods, so I actually might click that just to make sure that I'm getting the audio that I want. And then if it's empty right here, you'll just want to click the down arrow and make sure you highlight the FaceTime camera, which is basically your webcam that's attached to your MacBook. So once I have those ready to go, I'm just going to go ahead and hit record. It's going to give me a quick countdown. And I do have my webcam turned on. So the webcam floats. You can move it around the screen. You can give a little hi to your students. And then if it's too distracting, you could turn it off. And additionally, down here in the bottom left-hand corner, you have other options. You can pause the recording at any time. You can also turn on like a focus mouse. So if you want the students to really drill in on the buttons that you want them to focus on, then you're just going to, click that option. You also additionally have some pen and erasers. So you actually can turn your webcam or your computer screen into basically a whiteboard. I think this is really hard with a trackpad, so I don't necessarily recommend it, but it's there if you want to use it anyway. Okay, so once you're done with your recording, you're just going to either click the pause button down below or come back up here to where the extension is and click on it. Okay, so you have options. I've gone ahead and paused my recording, but you have options here. So you could restart, you can trash the video completely, you can rewatch yourself, or you can go ahead and say, I'm done. So stop, meaning stop your recording, I'm done, I like the video as is. Once you click that button, it's going to go ahead and open up another window or tab. It's automatically saving your video file to Google Drive. It does automatically mute your volume, so you can either click to unmute here, or you can unmute down here and hear your volume. And then you also have the ability to trim or clip at the front end or the back end, which can be really helpful. Now, if you're sitting here and you're going, well, wait a minute, they say they have an editor. Basically, they're going to ask you if you want to try a free trial, and I would just recommend that you don't do that. You have access to a much more robust editing software with your iMovie on your teacher MacBook, so I would just stick with that if you're interested in doing more intense editing. Now, we're going to have a video that shows you how you can share out this video once it's finished to your students, so go ahead and look out for that and watch that we're trying to keep these videos short. So if I were going back and looking into the other options for Screencastify, again, reminding you that the difference here is just simply the desktop version is going to allow you to record everything on your screen. So I'm actually using two screens right now, two monitors. So I'm just going to choose the one that has my webcam so that it looks like I'm actually facing the students when my webcam is turned on. And I'm going to go ahead and say share. So now this means that I can move around from screen to screen, and it's recording everything that I'm doing, not just the tab that I was on. When I'm ready to stop, it will automatically save just like it did before. And again, you have the option to trim the front end or the back end and save that. So if you do trim it, you just have to click Save Trim and it will automatically make a new video for you. All right, that's the end of the Screencastify tutorial. If you're interested in using a different tool, make sure to watch any of our other tutorials to help you out.